Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Reeb, and I'll be walking you through my leadership project and reflection today. A quick summary about my leadership project would be that I'm working with Big Brothers Big Sisters to host a fall themed event in the Harrisburg offices on November 5th to help my little and myself grow in our leadership capabilities. A little bit, but my vision for this event and my leadership project is to create an event that brings together the Big Brothers Big Sisters community in a positive way with a free and fun event for the fall. As you can see, there's lots of events that the organization puts on, but I thought it would be a great event for my little and me to grow our confidence and lead the event ourselves. By the end of the event, we're hoping that the community is more established, energized for the future, and is empowered to have more events like this where the little and the big can lead the event themselves. So my overall SMART goal would be that my little and myself would host a Big Brothers Big Sisters event that would involve some sort of craft activity, and we would measure the success by the number of attendees and feedback from the management team. By September 19th, I wanted to have a call with the Big Brothers Big Sisters team to gain approval for this sort of event and make sure they would be able to help out and organize with us. After that call would be made, I wanted to have a 30-minute brainstorming session with my little to discuss ideas, and then we'd take those ideas to the team. After the idea was organized and the date was solidified, we would send out the communication to the Big Brother Big Sister community, and then from there we would begin organizing the event. During that in-between time, I would work with my little to practice our presentation skills and get her more comfortable with public speaking. And then, of course, host the event in November. Now, there was many things to do, and as you can see on the left, those are my completed items, and there's still things to do remaining, and those are on the far right. So I was able to email the Big Brothers Big Sisters and organize a call with them to ensure we could even host this sort of event. We exchanged emails, had a Zoom call. I was able to then follow up with my employer to figure out donations. I was able to connect with my little and her parents to organize the date and time. From there, we were able to finalize that we'd be doing pumpkin painting, and finally, we were able to get the Big Brothers Big Sisters group set up to send out the flyer. But still remaining is sending out the flyer, figuring out exact supplies, day of event, figuring out our setup and cleaning up afterwards, and then following up after the event, getting our feedback from the leadership team, sending some thank you notes, that sort of thing to really conclude the leadership project. So all in all, we're halfway there. We did plan to have this in October for me to finalize the event for this class, but unfortunately my little schedule did not work out that way, so we're going to finish it in November. After I was able to work through my vision, figure out my SMART goals, tackle my action plan, and still have things on my to-do list, overall, there was a lot to the process, and I'll share that here. So to begin, I definitely had to change my lens, had to figure out, okay, what would be great for my little? So I had to think, all right, she's in middle school, probably doesn't feel that confident in her leadership skills, and it'd be great to give her that chance here and now. So I had to change my lens a little bit and think kind of more so what would be great for her. And from there, I had to lead people. So I had to connect with the Big Brothers Big Sisters group, connect with my little, and get everyone on board. And I had to really lean into my leadership style, which is very people focused. So I had to make sure that everyone trusted me, that I was being a very straightforward leader, not really trying to add too much fluff, keep it really simple because there was lots of people that I had to connect with. I had to kind of steer the way and say, come with me. So that was a leadership style I took. From there, I had to set some goals that were realistic and have that strong vision. So I made sure my SMART goals weren't too hard and that I could tackle them all within the timing that I needed. And then for the vision, I wanted to make sure that the overall vision never changed, and that for me, it was always for my little a fun activity that'd be great for overall matches and really help spread what the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization does best, which is create powerful matches. And then from there, I knew my diverse team and my conflict style and my skill in persuading others will get me there. So the diverse team was from the Big Brothers Big Sisters group. There was around 6 people that were working with me to figure out the details, mix of genders, ages, races, really good backgrounds that all together came together to figure out a good event. My conflict style, I had to change a little bit, and I'll touch on that in a bit, but practically I had to go from my normal accommodation style into a more collaborative style to really reach and get the awareness of others that I needed. And then finally, I needed to lean into my sales background and persuade others that this would be a fun event. I had to really persuade my little that this would be good for her and that she could be excited about this, and then also persuade the Big Brothers Big Sisters group that this would be a powerful and really easy event for them to put on. All of that all wrapped up really expand my self-awareness, my awareness of others, and the awareness of the situation. I was able to really see, hey, here's how I am as a leader and what I can do to be more emotionally intelligent. Then I was also to be able to be aware of others. I was able to say, okay, my little might be feeling scared, the team wants to be involved, I want to make sure everyone's feeling heard and seen. And then also overall, I wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of the situation and that the vision was there throughout the whole entire thing, and that the bigger picture was the thing that we were all chasing after and championing. So 2 examples of my SMART goals and assessment of them would be, one, I had the idea and goal to have a 30-minute brainstorming session with my little before talking to the team. That did not end up happening. Instead, we had the Zoom call and we talked about the ideas then. It was a really collaborative conversation, so I wouldn't have changed it, but I did have to relay the idea to my little instead of having her come up with it. Then the other SMART goal that changed and have a different actual end result was that I was going to practice my little and have her be really excited about it and really pumped to do public speaking. However, of course, at first she was really scared and didn't want to talk about it. So I had to actually talk about this multiple times with her, with text, call, and seeing in person, and let her be motivated to try for this event and not really worry about failing because I would be there for her and I believed in her. I really leaned into my leadership skills. As you can see on the far right, 3 of my top 5 are in that relationship building area. So I was able to lean into that and let her warm up to the idea after a couple times and get really excited after she was finally confident in herself. So then, as I reflect again, looking at barriers and challenges, of course, my product's not over yet, and there probably will be challenges later in the road, but in reflection right now, there's some ways that I went about responding to these challenges. So I used my awareness of myself, awareness of the situation, and awareness of others to really combat those challenges and lead to better outcomes. So the first was that I know my little was going to be kind of scared and nervous, like I mentioned, and didn't really want to do an event. So I had to be more aware of myself and ask how I was coaching and mentoring and if I was meeting the needs of my little. After that, I was able to change my habits and go and help her as a better leader and coach. And now she's excited for the event. Then for awareness of others, one thing that I wanted to make sure and that I was challenged by was collaboration. So I wanted to make sure everyone was feeling heard and seen and was included. So I was asking myself, was I collaborating with the team and was it a team effort? Did everyone feel included? I made sure during the Zoom call that everyone went around and talked for at least 1 minute, including myself, on ideas that we had for the event. And that was really great. Everyone did feel really included and everyone came to one good consensus at the end. Then for the other challenge I'm going through and still happening right now is understanding the bigger picture and understanding the awareness of the situation. So definitely want to make sure the vision of my project is at the forefront. My big brother, big sister team definitely understands, but I think my little is a little confused still of what we're doing. So I need to be that light the path and be that lighthouse for her and really work on that area of improvement that I know will help down the road and definitely help challenges if my little is scared again down the road. To wrap up, looking back on what went well and what was challenging, there's definitely some things that went well, and that would be collaboration, my positive developing leadership skills, and then having that big vision for the Big Brothers, Big Sisters community. However, what was challenging would be having my little get on board, making sure that she was aware of all the decisions and her parents as well, and then also ensuring that she had the vision just as much as the team did. So some things I would repeat would be definitely using my skills and strengths as a positive developer to encourage my little for this event, and that would be coming from my awareness of self and emotional intelligence. I would go about it very differently next time. I'd figure out really how she's feeling, how I can best motivate her, and go from there. Then the other thing I would repeat would be my collaborative style instead of the accommodation style. That was really helpful in brainstorming sessions. Everyone in the Zoom, I made sure went around and spoke, including myself. And so everyone felt really included and heard. However, I think I could have looped in my little and even her parents in the conversation so they could be involved. So that was one thing that went well, was the collaboration with the big brother, big sister team, but was challenging was just the fact that my little was looped out of it and therefore didn't really feel motivated and also didn't really know the vision. So that goes into my next point, which was I can definitely have the vision and I was able to share it with the big brother, big sister community, and they totally were on board. They understood that I saw the need for free and fun activities for the community and they were excited to work with me. However, my little was kind of, a little unsure of what we were doing. So I think going about it differently, and thankfully I have time to figure it out still until November 5th. But I really want to make sure my little knows the vision just as much as I do, and that her family understands it too, and that would really play into awareness of the situation. So much for listening to my leadership project and what I've done so far in this course. I'm really excited to see how it wraps up in November, and also really excited to see my little shine, especially as I led her and motivated her as her big. Again, thank you so much.